all together, then?
Yes, that's right. And I would like to pay cash.
Oh, all righty.
You have waited here so long for me to finish. It's very kind of you.
Oh, not at all. It's the least I can do. That comes to $4,500.
Oh, okay. There is a little more than that here, but I would like for you to have it. You've done me so many favors.
Oh.
Besides, I almost lost it all today, and I might as well spend it all.
What do you mean?
I had the most horrible experience outside your shop.
What happened?
Well, this little rat came up, and he grabbed my purse, and he went running off, and then this guy standing next to me ran after him, and he got the purse back, but the thief had disappeared.
Oh, how perfectly awful. There's so much of that these days, which is not safe anyway. I'm so sorry.
Well, anyway, I got everything back, so it's all right.
Good.
My husband is going on a business trip tonight, so since he gave me all this money to spend, I guess I'd better go kiss him goodnight. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Packing, Gunther. We've got to be leaving in about an hour.
Yes, sir. All set to go for you. Oh, by the way, Mr. Whitney, you might be interested in these. Some guy dropped by here this afternoon and left Mrs. Whitney's keys.
You wanted a dancer? Did I get you a dancer? The best. The very best.
Someone tried to snatch Mrs. Whitney's purse this afternoon. He happened to be near there, so he ran the thief down and got the purse back. He said that she probably dropped the keys when she was checking the contents.
Did she get hurt?
No, I don't think so.
Anybody call the police?
Well, the guy didn't say. It must have happened just before I saw them in this neighborhood place, having a drink together.
What place?
Well, it's a bar that I go to sometimes for a beer and a game of darts.
Well, that's quite a coincidence.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the guy must have been telling the truth, Mr. Whitney, because I questioned him after Mrs. Whitney left. And he said that she insisted on paying for the drinks as her way of saying thanks. Said he didn't want a reward.
Generous man.
Yeah. Well, I guess there was no harm done.
Yeah, well, why don't you bring these bags downstairs to the car, Gunther? I'll ask Mrs. Whitney about it when she comes home.
Yes, sir.
I guess you're right, though. No harm was done.
Sheriff's the Bazaar, one step forward. Take off your hat. Age 28. 7 counts breaking and entering, 4 vagrancy, 5 assault and battery, 3 weapons charges, 4 larceny.
No, my, but you are a real bad man, ain't you?
No, just a typical honest citizen.
Do you know Louis Slatsky?
No.
Where were you last night?
Home?
Was anybody there with you?
Yeah. My mother.
Well, check that out,
Punk.
Next, Tony Guerin, one step forward. Take your hat off, put that away, and step out. Age 43, 2 armed robbery counts, 2 assault with a deadly weapon, 3 breaking and entering.
Okay, I know this guy. You don't have to read me his record. What a pleasure to see you again, Tony. I knew I would. You got a 44? Do you know Louis Slatsky? How curious. I was sure you did. You know, Louis in pretty bad shape. In fact, he's dead.
Yeah? I didn't even know he was sick.
Oh, that's very clever. Apparently somebody shot Louis last night at Mac's Bar on 14th Street. Now, where were you last night?
Watching TV.
And what were you watching?
A gangster movie.
You know, I'm going to keep you here until I get some truth out of you. Is there something you want to tell me? Next.
Sammy Wheaton, step out. Age 23, 8 counts of purse.
Yeah, spare us the litany, Sarge. This one's mine. Oh, Sammy, you're not looking too good, pal.
I don't feel too good.
No wonder. What happened to all the promises not to do anything to jeopardize that shiny new probation?
I was busted for nothing. He was picked up for brawling, disturbing the peace in a bar when a bartender refused to serve him.
He didn't have no right to refuse.
Refuse me a drink. My money's as good as anybody's. You should have busted him, not me.
Money? You never have more than 2 nickels to rub together. Where'd you get money?
Now, that's real interesting, Stoner. This guy had $100 on him when he was picked up.
100 American dollars. Where'd you get all those dollars, Sammy?
I won him, Stoner.
Won 'em where?
Off-track betting parlor.
Certainly must have been your lucky night.
What did you say this guy's specialty was, Kelvin?
What else? Purse snatching. Believe me, he is one of Monticello's finest.
Oh, that's interesting. We had a taxi driver call today on a report on an attempted purse snatching in front of a dress shop. I gotta check up on this.
Okay, Sarge, walk him out. I don't know if it'll do any good, Tyler. All the stores are probably closed by now.
That's Darwin's Dress Salon. No, I think some of the stores are open late tonight.
Miss Darwin's salon?
Yes, may I speak to the manager, please?
This is the owner, Miss Darwin speaking.
Oh, hello. I'm Detective Damian Tyler from the Monticello Police Force.
Oh, my. Oh, yes, Detective. What can I do for you?
Yes, we had a purse snatching reported in front of your establishment today. I was wondering if you could maybe give us some more details.
I'm sorry. I knew absolutely nothing about it until a few minutes ago.
Oh?
Oh, yes. Well, a customer of mine was in here just now, and she said that a man grabbed her handbag from her today, right in front of my shop. Can you imagine? Well, fortunately, she got it back with everything in it.
Oh, how's that?
Oh, well, a nice man was close by when it happened, and he managed to run after the thief and snatch it from the snatcher, as it were.
I see. Now, can you tell me who this victim was, your customer?
Oh, one of my very best customers, Mrs. Schuyler Whitney.
This letter from Draper is dated 5 days ago.
From where?
Oh, Bern, Switzerland.
Ooh, he sure gets around, don't he?
Certainly does. I just wish he'd get around with me and not get around alone.
Well, what does he say?
Personal. The search for material on the Bryson case goes on and on and on. I've been in 3 different capitals and half a dozen other cities, all within the space of the last 2 weeks. Don't know what it all means yet, but I'm certainly gathering a lot of material, some of it factual and documented, some of it mere conjecture. The investigation has taken new tacks and direction since Dr. Bryson's death here in Monticello. I haven't had time yet to sit down and evaluate all the pieces of the puzzle, but I feel now that I'm somewhat closer than when I started. Damned well better be, hadn't I? Please, darling, try not to be discouraged. I'm working like a madman to wind up things here so that I can get back to you and Julia and my son.
Oh, he's just sure that that's going to be a boy.
Yeah. Let's see. I hope I can arrange things so that I can be back in a couple of weeks.
How about April? That's terrific. Only a couple of weeks, he said?
Oh, wait. The part that comes next is the part I like least. I won't be able to stay more than a week. I'll be heading back for Europe again. But a week is better than nothing, isn't it? Well, I'm not so sure. A week. Just 7 short days.
Yeah, but even though, April, like he says, that is better than nothing.
I suppose so.
You just take my word for it. As soon as he gets home in a couple of weeks and he sees you and Julia, he'll change his mind and he'll stay.
He can't do that. He can't. He's got to go back. He's got to see this investigation through to the end.
Yeah. Well, let's change the subject. I'm getting depressed.
Probably.
Did you notice that picture of Gavin Wiley on the wall?
Bobby and me thought it'd be a nice idea to put up pictures of all the well-known customers that come in here to eat. You know, do a whole wall with it. What do you think?
I like the idea. I think it's good one, yeah.
The only trouble with that picture of Wiley is that every time Bobby sees it, she swoops.
Oh, come on, she doesn't.
No. I have never seen anybody who has such a crush as Bobby has on that guy. The sad thing about it is, it's not going anywhere.
Well, I wish I were going somewhere. Preferably Europe. I'm sorry, I don't mean to do this. I know everyone cracked my mind this whole time.
Oh, hey, hello.
Oh, hi. How are you? Good to see you again.
How are you?
Oh, why don't you sit here, folks? I've got some work to do.
Oh, really? Charming. Hello. You can't go anywhere without us finding you, can you? No, I can't, but that's why I like it.
Mrs. Timmons told us you'd be here. We thought we'd have a little Western adventure and come here with something to eat.
No.
Oh, is that from Draper?
Oh, yes, it is.
So read it to us?
No. Well, read it yourself. I've read it at least 6 times. Go ahead. And the, news?
False alarm.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
It'll happen when it happens. I already have enough to be happy about. I'm just greedy.
Draper's coming home soon.
Oh, April, that's wonderful.
Oh, wait a second. The catch is if you read on, he can only stay for a week, then he's got to go back to Europe.
Only a week.
That's right. 7 short little days. The first thing I will do is attempt to persuade him to stay here.
Well, don't worry. We'll all gang up on him. You can count on that.
Yeah, well, I don't know how successful we'll be. According to the letter, there's more work to be done on the Bryson case in Europe. You can't just drop the investigation in the middle.
No, I guess not. But I'll tell you all something. If I cannot convince Draper to stay here in Monticello, I'm not going to let him go back to Europe alone. I will just go back to Europe with him. That's all there is to it.
After tomorrow morning, Raven, that's all I'll have left of you. Oh, God. That's all I'll have left. Why the hell can't I just get drunk? Why can't I just get numb? Numb so I won't have to think about anything. So I won't have to think about Raven. How damn beautiful she is. If I didn't feel anything for her, oh, how easy it'd be. But I love her. Why? Why did I have to fall in love with her? But I can't let that stop me. I can't. She knows now. She knows the whole story. I have to. I have to get rid of her. Why doesn't he call that creep Romeo? Romeo Slade. Lady killer.
Baby, aren't you coming to bed? Oh, I'm exhausted, aren't you?
Yeah. I am a little tired. I'll be up shortly. I've got a business call waiting for me.
Oh, I love it. I do love it.
I hope that you would.
It really is a surprise.
Is it?
And what's amazing is that this person did it from a picture. Who did it?
A guy named Kramer. Why does she have to wear that negligee?
Masked Duchess painted on the wall, looking as if she were alive. She had a heart, how shall I say, too soon made glad, too easily impressed. She liked whate'er she looked on, and her looks went everywhere. Oh, sir, she smiled, no doubt, whene'er I passed her. But who'd passed without the same smile? This grew. I gave commands. Then all smiles stopped together. There she stands as if alive.
Mr. Whitney, the car's almost packed. Mrs. Whitney.
Oh, darling, I'm so sorry. I just lost track of the time. I did as you suggested and went shopping.
Oh, good, I'm glad. Did you have fun?
Yes, I did, as a matter of fact. And I have $19 and 34 cents left.
$19.34, huh? Well, why didn't you spend the $19.34?
Because I want to be thrifty.
Well, I'm glad that you came home. I couldn't really have gone away without saying goodbye to my wife. How could I? Incidentally, here are your keys. The man dropped them off who retrieved them earlier today.
So you found out about this?
Yeah, he told Gunther when he came with them. You weren't hurt, were you?
No. Well, I must admit I was a little bit careless. But I'm okay, thank heavens.
Thank heavens, it's right. I'm going to be at the Hotel Bentley if you have to get in touch with me.
Well, you'll call tonight, won't you?
Well, it doesn't look as if we're going to get in until after 11, and I wouldn't want to wake you.
I don't mind.
Sure you would. I know what you're like when you're wakened in the middle of a deep sleep. You're like you're madder than hell. But I promise I'll call first thing in the morning.
Where's Chrissy?
She's got the night off. She went to visit her mother.
Oh, that's right. You told me that. She told me that.
Oh, I'm sorry. That means you're going to be all alone.
Well, I'm pouting now, but I'll be okay.
You didn't invite anybody over tonight, did you?
No. I'm much too tired. I think I'll just look at my dresses and get something to eat and watch some television.
You know, this is going to be our first separation.
Well, I'm sure it won't be the last, Mr. Whitney.
Oh, no, it will be the last.
Promise?
I promise it will be the last.
Tonight, on the WMON 11 o'clock news, see a special report with new information about Dr. Kenneth Bryson, the physician who changed the face of crime.
Now that I want to see.